I am Batman. Average Sniper.
Hey, what's up guys? Average Sniper here, and welcome to a Call of Duty Warzone video. And I have to say guys, I've really been enjoying this game. But it definitely has its bugs and flaws, as well as some things about it that I really like. So I just kind of want to talk to you guys today about what I've been liking about the game, now that I've had over a week to play it, what I've been disliking about the game, and I also really want to get you guys' opinions on what you've been liking and disliking about it as well. I know we've done the PUBG to Warzone comparison, and we've already got comments on that, but feel free to leave your comments on that as well. And yeah, let's get going guys. So I wasn't sure when this came out how much I would actually like it, because Call of Duty Blackout was kind of a flop. When it first came out, I really enjoyed it and I really liked it, but I think that's just because everybody really did for the most part, and I think that's because everybody just kind of needed a break from PUBG. But Blackout got boring really fast. Once I reached max rank, which only took a couple of weeks to do, I just woke up one morning and didn't want to play Blackout anymore. I couldn't explain it. It just wasn't giving me that same rush that PUBG was giving me. Now, I'm not one of those guys that needs 100% realism in the video games that I play. I just like to have a good time. I like the video game to require a little bit of skill, and it needs to be challenging. And that's one of the main topics I want to talk about when it comes to Call of Duty Warzone. I like to call it Call of Duty Modern Warfare Battle Royale, but it is, but it's Call of Duty Warzone Battle Royale. That's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about. Now, I've heard some people say the game is really easy, and I've heard some people say the game is really hard, and I think what it comes down to is skill level, what platform you play the game on, and basically how much experience you have in Call of Duty, because the shooting mechanics are way different than PUBG. Now, I have to say, if you're playing on console and you're using a controller with aim assist, I can see how the game might not be that challenging. I am not complaining about anything, but I've heard so many players, mainly PC players, complain about the strong aim assist that console players have. And if you're good enough at it, you basically can laser people without missing a single bullet, which is actually a really good thing because it gives console players a chance to compete against the OP keyboard and mouse users from PC, and even people using keyboard and mouse on console, because it's actually allowed in this game. And on a side note, one thing I find kind of funny about this is I made a video about a year ago saying that keyboard and mouse support was coming to console, and so many people said that they would quit gaming if they made a game that was full crossplay with PC and that allowed people to plug keyboard and mouse into consoles. And here we are with a game that allows you to do that, and I'm pretty sure Fortnite does too, and it is literally breaking records with the amount of players that are in there. So side note, I think crossplay is an awesome thing. I think crossplay is a very awesome thing, but you have to fine tune it. The keyboard and mouse can't be too powerful against controller players, and the aim assist can't be so powerful that it becomes an aim bot, where if somebody knows how to exploit it or use it correctly, they literally don't miss a single bullet. So that's something for the devs to work on. But what do you guys think about that? I want to hear from console players and from PC players about your experience with the aim assist and whether or not you think it's too powerful. Because like I said, I'm not complaining about it. I haven't noticed a huge issue. There have been a couple times where I feel like I got lasered, but I think that's just video games in general. I honestly don't know if it's because of the aim assist or just because I'm coming up against really good players. You know, I used to play Call of Duty with the controller on console literally for like 5 years nonstop, so I'm pretty decent at it. I'm definitely not no Phase or Obey Pro level or anything like that. I still like to play video games just to have fun, not to be too competitive, but this game is kind of pushing my competitive limits a little bit. So let me know what you guys think about that, about the aim assist, about crossplay, whether you're enjoying that or not, what improvements you think can be made. All right, and let's move on to a couple other points other than just talking about the aim assist. Let's talk about winning in general. Now, I myself personally have found that it's much easier for me to get a win playing PUBG with my regular squad than it is to get a win in this game. And I think part of that might be that it's a new game, and me and all my friends, the only Battle Royale we've pretty much ever played on a regular basis is PUBG. And those PUBG strategies are not really translating over to this game. Like I said, I played Call of Duty a long time ago, and I pretty much retired in 2015. So coming back to Call of Duty is a bit of a shock for me as far as the way people play the game, the fast movement, the fast reaction time. It's pretty much the complete opposite of PUBG, except that we're playing in Battle Royale. That's pretty much the only thing that it has in common. And the amount of teamwork required to win seems to be pretty astronomical. Now, I have pulled off some pretty clutch wins and some pretty clutch plays, but definitely not as much as PUBG, which brings me to my next point, which kind of ties in with how much teamwork you need when you're playing squads. By the way, I can't wait for duos. Where's that option? They got the solos now, but where's the duos? Which brings me to my next point, the armor system. I really, really like PUBG's armor system. And I've noticed when I play other games, well, I have limited experience with Fortnite, but I'll throw that in there because I've seen videos on it. Fortnite and Apex Legends and Battlefield Firestorm. The armor system seems too simple, where you put armor on, and instead of actually acting as armor that reduces, the damage the bullets do to you, it just increases your health. So let's say you start your health at 100. I believe you start your health at 100 or 150 with no armor in Call of Duty Warzone. And then you put your armor on and you either go up to 250 or 300 health, which means you can take a lot of bullets. There's been tons of situations where I've had the opportunity to take out a full 3-man squad, and I've managed to take 2 of them out, but the last guy always seems to get me because my armor is depleted, he has full armor, and I simply need to be able to shoot him twice as much as he needs to shoot me. Now, it makes sense if you have no armor that you die faster, but what I'm saying is in PUBG, the armor system was very unique in that it didn't make you OP, wherein if you had your back to a player and you have a level 3 vest and the player starts shooting you in the back, you're going to die. That level 3 vest is going to absorb some impact, but you're not going to have enough time to turn around and fight the enemy. The other day I was playing Call of Duty Warzone and I had no armor, but there was a guy that had 3 plates in front of me and he knew where I was. I completely tricked him, got him to turn his back to me, and I unloaded into his back, and he turned around and ended me right before, I didn't kill him, but right before he would have died, he ended me because it was so easy for him to kill me with no armor. And all his extra armor did was basically tell him the direction I was shooting from and give him the chance to turn around and shoot me. In PUBG, I would have won that fight because the armor is not so OP. So I think in Call of Duty Warzone, the armor is a little OP in the fact that it simply adds more HP to your character. I think it should do more absorbing of damage, but it shouldn't be so OP to where you can completely fool an enemy, but on a full auto gun, you just can't kill him quick enough when you have no armor for him to spin around and shoot you. I've noticed that a lot, and that is my main complaint. Other than that, guys, loving the game. I really want to know what you have to say about it. Have you tried the solos mode? I've honestly been so busy with work and trying to get my taxes in before the deadline that I have just not had a chance to play many solos. I've tried it out for a couple hours, no wins, but I've been kind of frustrated that I haven't had much time to play this new game. And yeah, so that's it. I've mostly been just playing squads. Really liking it, guys. My complaints don't mean I don't like the game, just suggestions to try and make it a better experience. Let me know your feedback. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And like I said, can't wait to... reading the comment section is one of my favorite things to do. I don't always reply to every comment because sometimes there's a lot. I think on the last video I uploaded, there's almost 700 comments, so it's not really practical for me to be able to reply to all of them, but I love to go through and read them, even if I read them kind of quickly. I just love to see what you guys think and have to say about the game. It really helps me with my content creation process. So Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want to see more. Later, everyone.